Sorry guys for interruption. We're back here. Scary.
For chaos. Let us go. I am a rune lord, not some smith. Handsome.
Destroying the dwarves here will make it easier for the greenskins. We don't wanna these guys overwhelming here. We can get the Scotty Blade Master. Send Roman to do the mission. We have to find a Norska agent. Also rare. They really need to sort this out.
Moving.
Used to be able to target the Lord. Now you can target heroes.
Witness my beauty. Stop that.
I did. I am glad I made this decision, because the way they were doing it before was too demanding. That's why they were not updating it properly. You can assassin Lord? No, not in Warhammer 2. You have to have the a special assassin only with the Nagarite. What the hell were they called? Their organization. I don't know. I forgot. Hand of the Shadow Crown. I don't know, something like that. Hand of the Shadow Crown. Okay, yeah. This is exception. It's unique to Nagarite. Uptime is more than that, Scotty. The stream just got interrupted. How long stream? A couple of hours. We talked about the worst faction traits at the beginning of the second part. You might want to check that out. But the conclusion was the top 3 worst faction effects in the game are Archaeon, Hexoatl, and Clan Rictus. Faction effects. What do you think about the Gwen update? Ooh, I'm so excited. I actually put an alarm to watch the dev stream, and I was not disappointed. I watched their stream. Wow. I'm gonna be playing tomorrow on Wednesday. But the next stream after this one is pretty much Gwent. And I'm gonna be building new decks. A lot of expected stuff, you know, the neutral changes, Gregor, Regis, and stuff like that. We'll talk about it tomorrow. As in 31 minutes tomorrow. As this stream starts on Monday, goes into the, Tuesday, and the next stream starts on Wednesday. Because I'm moving back into the daily times by starting super early. Soldier flavor. It does look pretty good. Some of the cards might make it viable. Caldwell is F, yeah, for sure. I'm still gonna be playing that thing in Monsters.
Stop that, fool.
Will they sell you out? I want to have a battle outside for Arcane. Please don't retreat. Okay, nice. So we can sacrifice the captives for Arcane.
What the hell?
Chatterer second Gore Beast, Hillbilly Lamborghini. Need more click click click. Long time lurker, love your stream.
Hey Julian, thank you. I hope you both Dig Bro and Julian don't mind, but since how we are switching Sigvald army, they're gonna have to switch armies around. But they will start in Sigvald's army, but they might not end up in Sigvald's army. Which army do you request for this one? Because, you know, it's gonna be in Sigvald, but we need to move them to the other armies. I don't think they're gonna both end up in the same army. Lamborghini. But if you guys wanna request which army specifically, I'm gonna keep them there. It's up to you guys. Hillbilly Lamborghini, huh? Lambor. Any army, okay. They're gonna start in Sigvald's army, but the Sigvald will start the new horde. How the Sigvald works, he starts the new hordes. Two are fine in one army, but we might end up putting them in another army. They're still gonna be with the legendary lord, so it still fits Chetror. I'm not gonna be suiciding them to make treacheries, because it's not really convenient, and they're still fine to use. One or two in the army. I'm actually considering getting a Bella skill for them anyways. So we're gonna be maxing them. A full Gorbist army, well, that would be a problem, because the sieges are more common than the fill battles. Let me just note this down. Hillbilly Lamborghini, okay, that's the second Chetror. As in, it's the nature of Chetrors, when they get destroyed, I cannot disband them, but if they get destroyed, I have to do treacheries. So it's the usual. If people get asked for too many Chetrors or Chetrors that don't make no sense, well, it's treachery with them over time. As I can decide to kill them, but then I have to do treacheries. But these two are fine to keep. The Gorbist is one of the most powerful chariots in the game. No longer the most powerful though. Little Mud Chariot, is a contender. Doomflayers, I don't even think they're classified as chariots. Are they war machines? If the Doomflayer is not classified as a chariot, it's obvious. It works similar like chariot. I think a Doomflayer is classified as a war machine. But the Gorbis might still be the most powerful chariot in the game.
Chaos comes. Clean magic. Now.
What the hell? I didn't click shift. I love when we get fill battles with chaos. Those are the most fun. I don't mind the sieges with chaos. I just wish there were more fill battles. The only thing I mind about the sieges is the bugs. That's the only thing I mind. Sometimes it's very irritating.
My gods call. All will be despoiled. Slay every.
This is a rune lord, so not very high damage. These guys have very high armor, we had good health, so we can fight them here. I haven't unlocked Arcane. The battles like this help unlock Arcane.
Charge them! They will succumb. Features many glories.
This guy has magic resist, 25%, which means the sparring champions do 25% less damage, and since they're not armor piercing, this guy is very tanky. Dwarves have their armor really, not just the gameplay reason, makes them impervious to magic. They're resistant, to magic naturally. Not just the runes, but, since they don't really use magic other than the rune smearing. The runes on their armor provide resistance to magic.
Move fast. Close on the sheep. Slay every mortal.
They pretty much have the best crafted stuff in the game, the best weapons and the armor. The elves come close.
The magnificent. Run, you dogs.
I think also in the lore, it's the lore thing. They just forgot to fix the unit. Everything else got changed by the Hispanic champ. They got the Norska treatment. As in, you know, they were ignored.
All will be
And those slayers, they do so much damage.
Finch's many glory. Sigval. To the Chaos Gods. Moving. Balefire. Burn it all.
That's true. That's true. I know there was something like that. But also, the armor and the weapons they make, you know, are also more resistant to the magic and stronger against some of this stuff. Also because of it. Because their magic is in the runes.
Chaos come. Chaos sorcerer. For the dark power.
You should not be afraid to use Chaos Sorcerer in melee, because it has very good armor. Just don't have the... they forgot to put melee stats in his skill tree. Because the Chaos Sorcerers do fight, they don't just cast magic.
Time to despoil.
Dwarves have the best crafting. Elves come close. I'm pretty sure I actually also confirmed this in the lore. I read it somewhere. Dwarves craft the best stuff. While the elves come close. And this is not 100%. Don't take my word on it, but I'm pretty sure I read about it. The dwarves make the best stuff. Some of the stuff they made, they cannot make anymore because they forgot how to do it, like Galmaraz. Galmaraz is like the way how to make it has been lost to the dwarves. The weapon the Calfrance uses, which might not be the original Galmaraz. Maybe they just made it, and you know it's not as powerful as the original one. Who knows? They don't know.
Exalted hero, they will suffer. Eye of the gods.
Battles between the dwarves and chaos are very nice. Very nice.
Reap their souls. Kill.
It takes forever for dwarves to craft anything, that's true. Taken many years for the dwarves to craft the rune fangs for the Empire.
Move fast. Chaos warrior.
When the dwarves and the Empire defeated the Greenskins, one of the biggest armies of Greenskins ever. When the Empire was forged, the dwarves promised to craft the weapons for each of the Elector Counts. The rune fangs. The rune fangs are powerful dwarf weapons. And it's the weapons of office for the Empire Elector Counts, and that's why I think Calfrance should start with the Rune Fang and not have that silly quest, like they are starting to do it now with the other quests. Taking forever to craft them as well. The first one that was crafted was the one that Boris uses. That was the first one crafted, and I think that one is also the most powerful one. I don't think they're all the same. Not sure though.
Mortal fool. Chaos sorcerer. Very good.
How do Chaos get roar? You have to go total war access. register your Steam copy there and claim it, and it will automatically add the regiments renown for some of the factions. You do have to own all the DLC for that list, or it might not work.
Name your demand.
I can actually show you guys. I can actually show you. So you got Total War Access. It's a special website for the thingy. So this is it. Total War Access, where you can get stuff like wallpapers and some stuff they offer, like where are they? Total War, Warhammer, Modern Empires. Get the regiments, the 30th anniversary regiments. You get them free. You do have to link your Steam account. It might not work if you don't own all the DLC. My brother did not own Wood Elves, so he could not get them. But when he purchased the Wood Elves DLC, it worked. So dashboard.totalwar.com for Total War Access. This is also where my wallpaper comes from for this. This was the DLC, one of the DLCs. This is the official wallpaper they go for. Barely sure. You don't Wood Elves but still got it? Yeah, it might work, but it might not work if you don't have the DLCs. It didn't work for my brother and some people. So it might not work if you don't own all the DLCs that these regiments unlock. Yeah, of course, Tyrion is a great warrior in the lore as well. He's the greatest warrior of the all High Elves, I think. The thing with the High Elves in the lore, they always have the great warrior and a great wizard. And in the current times, it's Tyrion and Teclis. And I think they also have like a rogue assassin or something like that, which is Alitanar. And they all was in the previous times. Well, we currently don't mention Malekith as part of the High Elves. Oh, Malekith is not a part of the High Elves, he's just a Dark Elf. Is campaign modded? No, it's vanilla. No, he's the heir of an Eren. He's not. Tyrion is not a Phoenix King. He's not a Phoenix King. He's part of that bloodline, but he's not the Phoenix King. He was not chosen to be the Phoenix King. He's part of that bloodline. Who was the character in the times of Anarion? It was Anarion. He was like the greatest warrior of the time. And he was the first Phoenix King. Who was the wizard of the time? Kalidor, the Dragon Tamer. And who was the bloodline of the Alitanar of the time? Alitanar mentions it in the game. Elithia tomb. He says he kneels before some tomb. The guy who was with them other times. I think it was the third guy. Elithios. He mentions it. He mentions some kind of tomb. Not Loic. He mentioned the tomb. Let's Google it. He actually mentions it in the game. In the lore, he mentions this. I don't know how to pronounce this. He mentions this in the game. How does he pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce this. He does says it in the game, the Alitanar. He says it in the game. I'm not too sure who this person is, but I think he was the from times of the other guys. And it's connected, it's connected. I think there's a L there. There's a L there. How he says it. Ah, screw it now, we have to go see. We have to go here. Screw it. We have to go here now.
Witness
It's been done. It's been done. The game will save. Game will save. Okay. Now we're gonna have to go hear it. Yolotir, something like that.
We must preserve this world.
Okay. Is that the start? Where the hell am I going?
Serve the Shadow King. It is dusk.
This
We are the legacy of Nagaryth.
light
Serve the Shadow King. It is dusk.
This
We are the legacy.
light.
Serve the Shadow. It is dusk.
This
We are the legacy.
light.
Serve the It is dusk.
This
We are the legacy of Nagaryth.
When he says it, he means something by that. I'm not sure what it means, but it's connected to the lore. It shows in the diplomacy screen, you sure? It's diplomacy screen. And kneel before yo. Maybe it's the voice actor that says it differently. I think it's diplomacy, the diplomacy screen. But he says it as well.
Alifana. What? Attend. Burden of the Shadowlands. Not one Druki on Nagaryth. I am ready. There's prey. There is only vengeance. Where Loic dances, so shall I. Burden of the Shadowlands.
He might says in diplomacy. But yet, but it's he pronounced it something else. It's pronounced something else, you know. Do we have diplomacy with this guy somewhere? Should have with Borderlo, I think. Jotelirs. He definitely mentions an L there. So, how we down to this? We were mentioning the great characters of the time. So it was in times of Anarion, it was Anarion and Kalidor the Dragon Tamer. It might be the third guy as well. So in the current times, it's the Tyrion and the Teclis, the greatest warrior and the greatest wizard of the High Elves. So if we talk to, god damn it, he confederated him. Maybe he's here. It has a meaning what he says. There's definitely some meaning, like he's gonna do something when he does it. Yeah. He was a character from the Times of Anarion. Yeah, I'm not sure what was his role in the story, but he was definitely there. Oh, Nagarite. They all confederated. God damn. Look at this shit. Teclis is going crazy here.
Yes.
Well, some other time, boys. Some other time. How would you get wallpapers for Warhammer? You download them from the Total War Access or from their website. I was just showing it, GoldenEye. Total War Access. They give you free stuff, and sometimes it's the wallpapers. Like my background on Twitch is from the from Total War Access. It's the Vampire Coast. Oh, he got Confederate English cake. I think he says Jotelir. Jotelir. He says it like that. Jotelir. 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 I kneel before Jotelir's tomb. Something like that. And that's the guy from the Anarian times. Taras Hexoatl. Do you meet Nagar at the beginning? We're not gonna go there. I'm definitely getting unworthy. Does not give fear, but it gives terror. And this, all four are good. All four are good. This one is the weakest. Because it does not provide fear, but it's still terror.
Are you a god? Bring ruin. Witness my beauty.
I'm fairly sure he says Yotler. Goes like Yot, Lear, towards in the end.
For the Chaos Gods, all will be despoiled. Chosen! The Geld Prince.
It's like showing respect or something.
Chaos comes.
Or want you to show the respect.
I am divine.
That's the line. Yeah.
Undivided.
Do I like cars? I'm not sure what kind of question is that, but in this day and age of Twitch and the video games, no. I don't care about cars at all.
Exalted hero.
Wherever I go, I can walk to. Wherever I need to go, I can walk to. And if I need to drive, my brother can drive me, or I just order a taxi.
Putrefaction on them.
Do I like cars? I'm not sure, you know. I'm not even sure how to answer that.
So be it.
To waste my time reading about cars and learning about cars? No. I guess you can say I don't like cars, as I waste my time playing video games instead. In this day and age. So no football, no cars. We are nerds here. Right?
Mortal fool. Quickly, if that is your will.
I would never spend money on a car.
Begin the
And I think my only reason my brother used the car, he doesn't mean use it nowadays, is because of work.
At last, carnage. Move. Chaos comes.
Guys, time is limited. Time is limited. You can't care and focus about everything. Make priorities. Do you want to know a little bit of everything, or do you want to be a specialist? Either way, it's up to you. Either is fine. You can't really do everything in life. And you should not even care about doing everything.
Chaos comes. Move fast. Move fast. Chaos comes. What? Charge them. Chaos.
Even in the video games area, you can't do everything. There's so many video games these days that you can't even play everything. You could play everything, but you're not gonna be good at everything. Is it even really right to try to play everything? To not, you know, like not really, you know, do it right or play it, you know how it's intended to play. It's like that's why I think a lot of streamers avoid strategy games. As other games you can play pretty much everything, but strategy games not really.
Slay every mortal.
I think that's the reason why those variety streamers avoid strategy games, or at least some of them. It's not really right, you know, to play strategy games in such a way. Strategy games you need to learn, and you need to get good at it, you know, to actually really enjoy it. Otherwise, it might be just a frustrating experience, you know. That's why the strategy games are the least popular games, I think. But yeah, it's all about, you know, it's all relative, you know, depending, you know, on the person. You know, I just like to focus and specialize, not really this, you know, diversify. If that is even a word. I stick to strategy games, and I sometimes, you know, play RPG if I feel like it. And you guys can request to see me, you know, suck at other games, which I don't really play. So, you know, strategy games, card games, and sometimes RPG, that's what I like. I do stay away from other stuff. Do watch any big streamers sometimes. Dan, Burke, and I do stalk my friends on Twitch. Sometimes they watch Mr. Chang, the GTA 5. That guy's hilarious, man. The way he does that accent is, it's like, you just have to admire it. If you're wondering about my following list, it's glitched. I'm waiting for Twitch to fix it. They said it would fix it in an update last year. Still not fixed. So I cannot follow everybody. I have to unfollow people, otherwise it glitches. It's a very weird glitch, and I don't think the Twitch even sees that it glitches for me. So I have to do it that way. If I follow too many people, it glitches. So I have to unfollow and follow again. Otherwise my OCD will hate me. I did not play Kingdom Come Deliverance yet, no, not yet. What are my thoughts on Three Kingdoms? Campaign looks good. I wouldn't mind trying it, but if you don't play it, don't care at all either. It feels a little bit boring compared to Warhammer. Not being a variety streamer on Twitch, you know, hurts you when you play other games. Because, you know, I do enjoy myself playing this. I don't just play this for the viewers. When I play other games, you know, the financial part of the side of things, you know, kind of suffers. I just, you know, can't really play much of other things. But I wouldn't do it any other way, you know. Not every game can you know, keep my attention for that long. You start playing Total War campaign, and before you know it, 5 hours are gone. The next day you start playing, 5 hours are gone. It's like just poof. No other game can hold my attention as this one right now. It's like